Some people move through the world quietly, but nothing gets past them. They don't shout. They don't react. They don't fight for validation. And because of that, they're almost impossible to manipulate. Psychology calls this emotional independence, the ability to stay grounded even when someone tries to pull you into their chaos. Today, we'll explore 7 silent behaviors that make certain people extremely hard to control, fool, or emotionally influence. These aren't loud or dramatic. They're subtle, but they change everything. Number 1. They observe before they respond. Emotionally strong people rarely react on impulse. Instead, they switch into observation mode almost instantly. They study the situation like a scientist studies data, slowly, carefully, and without emotional distortion. They notice micro-expressions, shifts in posture, changes in tone, and even the words people choose or avoid. This awareness lets them detect tension, dishonesty, or manipulation long before it becomes obvious. This is called cognitive empathy, not the emotional kind, but the analytical kind. While many people speak to fill the silence, these individuals use silence as a tool to read the room. They know that reactions reveal information, and manipulators love information, so they reveal very little. They speak only after they understand, and that alone stops half of all manipulation attempts before they even start. Number 2, they don't over-explain themselves. Emotionally secure people choose their words carefully, and they don't repeat them out of anxiety. They've learned that chasing someone's understanding often leads to confusion, not clarity. When they say something once, they trust it. They don't rewrite their thoughts just to make someone comfortable, and they don't shrink themselves to avoid conflict. This confidence comes from a strong internal reference point. They know who they are and what they mean, even if others pretend not to understand. Over-explaining is often a trauma response, a sign you've had to defend yourself too many times. But emotionally grounded people break that cycle. They don't give manipulators extra details, emotional openings, or weaknesses to exploit. Their boundaries speak louder than their explanations. Number 3, they regulate before reacting. Most manipulation relies on one thing: getting you to respond emotionally before you think logically. But emotionally strong people have trained themselves to pause. Even a 2-second pause creates a psychological barrier between stimulus and response. They use techniques like deep breathing, internally labeling emotions, grounding themselves in the present, and observing the intention behind the words. This is emotional regulation in action, the ability to steer your feelings instead of being controlled by them. Here's the key. When you don't give someone the reaction they're fishing for, their strategy collapses. The drama fades. The power dynamic resets. Their calmness isn't silence, it's clarity. And clarity is impossible to manipulate. Number 4, they don't chase people, they choose them. Chasing someone is an emotional investment, and that's exactly what manipulators look for. But emotionally strong people understand that healthy relationships don't require pursuit. They don't force connections, try to fix people, or convince others to stay. This mindset comes from secure attachment, where your self-worth isn't tied to someone's presence or absence. If someone pulls away, they don't panic. They evaluate. They look at the relationship's consistency, the respect shown, and the emotional tone. If the energy isn't mutual, they step back without anger, resentment, or dramatic words. Their peace is more valuable than inconsistent attention. When you stop chasing, you stop giving others power over your emotions. True strength doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from not letting others control you. When you understand your emotions, your patterns, and your boundaries, your reactions are no longer weapons someone can use against you. These silent behaviors aren't about being cold. They're about being conscious, calm, and aware. And anyone can learn them. If you found this helpful and enjoy psychology explained in a simple, meaningful way, feel free to subscribe for more.